everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I feel like it's been a while since I posted, even though I posted on Thursday and it's now Monday, but reason being is because everything going on. I definitely did not feel like it was appropriate to film a Sunday series yesterday, especially like we couldn't have gone to the grocery stores to get like our cute little recipes if we wanted to. So just an update. So on Thursday, I actually had a 3-day weekend this past weekend, which was a pretty good weekend to have it given the situation of coronavirus and everything going on right now. So I feel like everything has escalated very quickly in the sense of we went grocery shopping on Thursday night, everything was wiped out. Like, of course, I was like, oh, this is the time to be, I wanna be healthy. There's no produce, chicken, like anything. We have enough food to keep us for a couple weeks if something was to happen. But I'm definitely not planning on going back to a grocery store for as long as we can handle it. Yeah, usually I'll film like over the weekend, but like I said, with everything going on, I didn't feel like it was very appropriate. Even right now I was kind of torn because I want to stick to my schedule and I also like want to be filming what's going on around me, but I also feel like I also don't want to film and just pretend like nothing's going on. But I also know that YouTube is probably a big way for people to escape right now and not think of what's going on. So I'm in New York and I am my own boss. I have a salon studio, so it's in a building. It's not like renting a chair. It's like having my own salon storefront. It's with other studios in the building. So basically what that means is I make my own schedule, and for the most part, I'm kind of in charge on whether or not I want to close. So when this first started, I didn't realize the severity of it, and I kind of was just like, I was being selfish. I was like, okay, well, what if my clients reschedule? That's what I was thinking of. And now I'm not getting as many people rescheduling and canceling as I thought, and I'm starting to feel like I should close. I've been in so many Facebook hair groups and like trying to follow what other people are doing if they're shutting down, and like I said, a good 30% are maybe like, oh well, I'm not shutting down even if there's a quarantine, which like, okay, good luck with that, try it. And then the other 30% of people are like, I think I'm shutting down now or I'm planning on it. And then another 40% are probably in the same boat as I am, where they're just like, at this point, I'd rather them do a 2-week mandatory quarantine. The whole point of this is to stop the spread. And I feel like all these people for hair are sitting there saying, you know, I keep everything so clean and I'm sanitizing, but it's supposed to be 6 feet of distance right now, and there's no 6 feet of distance when I'm doing someone's hair. So what I've been doing though is I've had a couple clients text me asking for appointments this week. I'm not booking any more that I already have booked. I definitely had a couple people reschedule and cancel their appointments, which like I said, I was kind of relieved. I completely do understand. But I still have maybe 10 clients this week. I had a couple clients, their school got canceled. They asked if they could, you know, get squeezed in. And like, you know, last week when this is happening, I understood, but I got a couple of texts yesterday and I'm kind of like, girl. So I think as of right now, I'm going to keep everyone as booked unless I hear something different, but like I'm gonna be crazy with the sanitizing, but once again, that doesn't always help. So I'm gonna have gloves on the whole entire time from when I open the door to when they leave. Gonna keep the door open. And then the good thing too, I don't know if this helps, but I am standing right behind them, so we're not like breathing on each other. So like, I don't know, it's tough because it's like, I honestly was just thinking about texting everyone and being like, no, sorry, I'm not doing anyone's hair for 2 weeks. But then I get worried if I was to do that and then they're in 2 weeks, then there was a 2-week mandatory lockdown and then I'm out of work for a month. And it's like, obviously health and everybody's health comes first, 1000%. Our whole monthly payment right now does come from hair because Vinny's a full-time student, and this has never been an issue before. We bought this house knowing that it was going to be able to be done, but this is why, if possible, it is so important to have a savings. Like, it's so easier said than done, but we'd be okay if we were to stop for a month, like if I had to. But like I said, I just want to kind of like keep an eye on it because I don't want to, let's say right now it's not that bad technically, and then all of a sudden we have an 8-week. It's so tough trying just to think about like what to do. I feel like it makes it worse that I make my own schedule because I feel like it's completely up to me. I've seen some salon studio owners say like, oh well, if that's the case, then they can't charge us the rent. And I'm like, I'm preparing for it at this point. But I did text my landlord last night and I was like, hey, do you have any updates? And he's like, no, not as of right now. Like we're just watching and like waiting. I think it does make a lot of clients feel better, the fact that It is one-on-one, you're not with a million other people, but like I said, I'm not worried about getting sick myself. Being a carrier for the symptoms and not knowing and giving it to somebody else, I feel like that's what's super scary. So I get a lot of guilt about that, and that's why I feel like I kind of am ready just to be like, everyone's canceled, just stay home. If someone's texting me right now, I'm like, hey, why don't we book for April? And you just have to honestly even hope that it's even okay by then. It's so unsettling right now, and I know that this is probably the least of everyone's worries, but my heart goes out to all the brides, and it sounds so dumb, but like, we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary, and like, we were May, and I know so, oh my god, all March and April brides are postponing or canceling because the CDC just banned gatherings over 50 people. So that's done. Honeymoons are done, and it sounds dumb because it seems like such a minuscule thing, but like, we had a 2-year engagement. I would have been so upset and freaking out. So like, we've really got like lucky picking the year that we did, but I feel so bad. There's a lot of things just so up in the air. I didn't want to just come on here and just be like, oh, I'm going to work and I'm gonna go get my nails done. Like, I don't want to act like nothing's wrong and then also be like part of the problem, because the whole thing right now is social distancing and trying to stop the spread of it. But I did want to just show you guys, I guess, what we're doing. I hope everyone is very safe and healthy and taking the appropriate measures. So it is Monday right now. By tonight it could be completely different just because everything has been changing at such a rapid pace. Honestly, at this point, I'm hoping for a 2-week quarantine. I know people are going to say like, people have to work, people have to pay their bills. Girl, I get it, same, but I'm just thinking of the time that would have to be off if you got really sick. I don't know where you guys are, but in New York, restaurants and bars are shut down for 2 weeks. Salons have to be right behind it. I just don't see how it wouldn't. So I don't really know how the rest of this video is going to go. So I have a whole list on my computer of like all my video ideas up until like May or June. And obviously this was not a planned one, so I don't really know how the rest of this is going to go. I am not going to bring the camera to work today, just because I'm going to try and be focusing on just getting everyone in and out with healthy and happy hair and just all of that stuff. So I guess I will check in with you guys when I get home later, show you guys my fridge and cabinet situation. So yeah, like I said, there actually wasn't a lot of like refrigeratable, perishable stuff left. So we do have a lot of almond milk along with a lot of cereal. We have 2 big cartons of eggs. Down here we have a couple frozen things. We have some frozen pizzas downstairs. We have a lot of smoothie stuff. And then this is where we kind of made sure to stock up. So we got our cereal. We have a lot of pasta sauce, so we got a lot of pasta, just so that way, you know, like that would last a long time. We have potatoes over there that would last a long time. We have a big bag of rice that would last a long time if we needed it to. Obviously, I'm just trying to be precautious now. Bananas, peanut butter. That's my favorite ramen. We couldn't find the big boxes though because they were all sold out. Bunch of soups. It's a Monday, so Sola is always dead because like I said, everyone does make their own schedule, but salons are usually closed on Sundays and Mondays, so I'm usually the only one there anyway, but I have a feeling today is going to be extra dead because of this, but I will keep you guys updated.
And avoid eating and drinking at bars, restaurants, and public food courts.
Well, yeah, it's shut down.
If everyone makes this
we gain time to really get together and understand the progress across the globe of what has worked and what hasn't worked. We now need to appeal to every single American so that they can have their role in stopping the spread of this virus.
Right, so it is 6:40 p.m. So I got home from work and we were watching, as you guys saw, the speeches, but there was nothing. So I don't know if there's going to be a lockdown. I talked to my landlord today and he basically just said like he's not going to, can you get down? He's not going to be the one to tell people we can't come in until obviously there's a ban. A lot of the salons near me are starting to close because of different rules. A lot of them were forced to shut down because now no more than 10 people can get together at once. So a lot of salons, if you have 2 or 3 stylists that have 1 client at a time and 2 assistants, that's maximum. So they're not really saying anything about the one-on-one studio, and like I said, I'm fine with closing. I just don't want to be the only one that closes. So I've been kind of torn. I think what I did decide to do, and I posted on my Instagram, so I'm explaining all of this in case you guys are kind of curious on like how someone handles this who makes their own schedule and kind of decides whether to stay open or not. And I don't know if I said this already, but I'm okay with closing for 2 weeks, even if it is voluntarily. I just get a little bit nervous for closing for 2 weeks voluntarily and then there being a 2-week mandatory shutdown shut down and then I'm out of work for a month. And we just walked into our basement like an hour ago and there's a leak in the pipe. So it's really great timing, but obviously health is more important than all of that. What I did post is that I'm no longer adding any more appointments for March. I just decided to like keep it, because I just figured if there is a shutdown, then it's going to be that many more people I have to reschedule, and that's always stressful. So I just was like, nope, I'm not adding any more clients, but I'm also not canceling any clients. So I already had no clients booked for next week, so I'm gonna leave it at that. So I'm not working next week whatsoever. I am off tomorrow because I was gonna go to Sam's house for her to do my roots. Same thing with that. It's so hard knowing what's like appropriate and what's not. As of right now, I do work Wednesday through Saturday for the rest of this week, so I would be okay with just riding it out and then not working next week. But New York, Jersey, and Pennsylvania have all been like following the same league, and Pennsylvania is shutting it down. So at this point, I just think it is a matter of time. Did I say the right word?
No.
What did I say?
You said league.
Yeah, the same league.
Same league.
No, the same league, like the same baseball league. You never heard that?
That's not it.
Yes, it is.
They're all the same league.
No, but I'm saying Pennsylvania, Jersey, and New York are all in the same league.
Oh, I think you said they.
Vinny's been doing great at quarantine.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Do you check on our league?
Our league?
Mm-hmm.
Pompous grass.
My pampas grass will not be used as a leak stopper. And it's so funny because Vinny knows I'm always terrified of leaks. Like, he always makes fun of me that I'm like, that's my worst fear with the house. Yep, that's good. I hope you're okay. When we went on our honeymoon, we became very, very close with our hotel director and the concierge guy, but he's like 30, so I'm sure he's fine.
That's it? You loved it.
No, I'm saying I'm sure he's fine health-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love Miguel, but Miguel's got this.
His name is Miguel, not Miguel. You keep saying Miguel.
And then Gaetano and Giuseppe were the hotel director and the hotel doctor that, long story short, we became very close with, and I miss them and I hope they're okay. Yeah, we sent them an email today just saying, like, we hope you guys are good. Please let us know if everyone's okay. Good morning, everyone. It is around 10 or 11 a.m. on Tuesday. So, like I said yesterday, I had already off today because I was planning on getting my roots done. I'm staying away from anyone that I know can possibly get it. I actually do have to stop and give something to my very healthy dad, and this is how I'm doing it. I have gloves on handling what I need to give him in a poop bag that's clean, obviously. So that's where I'm at with that. So it is currently 2:30 right now. As you can see, I didn't end up doing my roots at Sam's. I just figured wasn't really the right time. So I decided just to not do it at the moment. Who knows, maybe if we do end up, maybe if we end up having to go on lockdown, I'll do it myself here, and then I'll definitely video that. Okay. A lot of salons are shutting down around me that are more than 10 people, like a full service salon. A lot of suites haven't, so I'm still on this like weird fence thing. If there's no mandatory quarantine, then I am going to go ahead and finish out the week, and then I'm not going to work next week. So I'll be like kind of voluntarily quarantining myself. The plumber is gonna come to fix that leak. So as you guys saw, the plumber is here. It's not going to be as bad as we thought, which is obviously great. I feel like this video was obviously not the most entertaining, and it was probably just a little bit talky. On that note, I hope you guys are doing okay. If you would like me to still post videos during this time, I know a lot of people, like I said, they want the escape, let me know. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.